You know those days when your blood pressure jumps up, then drops, then rises again? That isn't randomness. It's the beginning of a much bigger story your body is trying to share. A story almost no one has ever broken down clearly. I'm Dr. Tasha Meadows. Welcome to Medical Clarity, where we make health make sense. And if those shifting numbers ever made your stomach drop, you're not alone. So many people feel confused, even scared, when their readings rise and fall throughout the day. It can feel like your body is unpredictable, or like you're doing something wrong. But what you're seeing isn't failure, it's physiology. And once you understand the rhythm behind those changes, your numbers start to make a lot more sense, and they become a lot less frightening. Not long ago, Mary told me she checked her blood pressure 3 times in one afternoon. The first reading was 130, the second reading was up to 150, and the third dropped all the way down to 128. By the time she reached me, she was anxious and convinced something was wrong, that things were spiraling out of control. But when we stepped back and looked at her day, the rushed morning, a stressful message from work, a quiet moment later on, those numbers lined up almost perfectly. Her body wasn't failing her. It was reacting to the natural ups and downs of daily life. Let's start with something most of us were never taught. Your blood vessels change as you move through different stages of life. When we're younger, our arteries are a little more flexible. They expand and relax easily, almost like a soft rubber band. But as we get older, especially after our 40s and 50s, they naturally become a bit stiffer. Not necessarily because we did anything wrong, but because the tissue changes with time, just like our skin and joints do. And here's the part that explains so many of those shifting numbers. When arteries are a little stiffer, your blood pressure becomes more sensitive to what's happening around you. A small rush in the morning, a moment of stress, even standing up quickly can move the numbers more than they used to. So for Mary, and maybe for you, that rise from 130 to 150 wasn't automatically a sign of danger. It was her vessels responding more strongly than they did when she was 25. Understanding this takes so much of the fear away. Nothing unpredictable is happening inside of you. Your body is following a pattern that makes sense once you know what to look for. So Mary's numbers weren't random. Part of what you saw was her arteries becoming more responsive with age, a completely normal pattern. But that's only one piece of the story, because something else inside you can move your blood pressure within seconds, even before you stand up. Another part of this story is your nervous system, the system that decides whether your body is in go mode or rest mode. When something grabs your attention or stresses you, even something small, your nervous system sends a signal to your heart and blood vessels to tighten, pump a little faster, and get you ready to respond. It's the same system that helps you wake in the morning, focus during the day, and move quickly when you need to. So if your blood pressure jumps when you're running late, or when your phone buzzes with a message that worries you, that's your body shifting into go mode. And the opposite is true too. When you take a breath, sit down, or feel a moment of relief, your nervous system eases back and your blood pressure can fall just as quickly. That's why readings taken minutes apart can look so different. Your body isn't malfunctioning. It's responding, moment by moment, to what your day brings. So now we know why your blood pressure can jump within minutes. Your nervous system is constantly adjusting to what life brings. And there's one more pattern almost no one talks about, the one that explains why your morning readings almost never matches your evening ones. Another part of the story behind your changing numbers is your body's own rhythm, the natural rise and fall that happens over every 24 hours. Most people notice that their morning readings is often higher. That's because your body releases certain hormones, including cortisol, to help you wake up, focus, and get moving. Those early morning rises in cortisol are completely normal, and they can nudge your blood pressure upwards for a little while. Later in the day, as you move through your routines, your readings often drift lower. In the evening, after dinner, or a long day, they may climb again for a bit before easing down at night. None of this is random. It's the pattern your body follows whether or not you're paying attention to it. So now you can see why your morning number, your afternoon number, and your evening number rarely look the same. They're each reflecting a different part of your internal rhythm. But there's still one part of the day that confuses almost everyone. Those sudden shifts that seems to happen out of nowhere, when life gets busy, stressful, or rushed. Let's talk about those moments next. Now let's talk about the part of the day that confuses almost everyone. Those sudden jumps that feel like they're coming out of nowhere. In real life, there are dozens of small moments that can nudge your blood pressure up or down, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because your body is constantly responding to what's happening around you. Take caffeine, for example. A morning coffee or an afternoon pick-me-up can raise your blood pressure for a short while. For some people, it's a small bump. For others, it's a bigger jump. It doesn't automatically mean you need to give it up, just that your numbers may reflect that moment. Meals can do it too. A salty lunch, a fast meal on the go, or even a big dinner can shift your numbers temporarily. Your body is processing food, fluids, and flavors, and your blood pressure reflects that flow. Stress and worry play a role as well. A tense conversation, a difficult email, or that feeling of being pulled in 5 different directions at once, your nervous system reacts, and your blood vessels tighten for a little while. And then there are the subtle things: hurrying up the stairs, getting out of the car quickly, carrying groceries, running late, being dehydrated, even a rapid change in temperature when you step outside. Each of these moments can move your blood pressure more than you might expect, not because something dangerous is happening, but because your body is responsive. It adjusts to support you through every shift in your day. When you see your numbers rise and fall, you're often looking at a reflection of your day, not a sign that something is spiraling. And once you put all these pieces together, your vessels, your nervous system, your daily rhythm, and the realities of your life, a much clearer picture starts to form. Let me show you what that picture really means. When you put all these pieces together, how your arteries change with time, how your nervous system shifts from one moment to the next, how your body follows its own daily rhythm, and how real life nudges your numbers, you start to see something important. Your blood pressure isn't one number. It's a pattern, a range, a reflection of your life at that moment in the day. And once you understand that range, the ups and downs stop feeling like a crisis and start feeling like information. Information you can use to understand your body instead of fearing it. This is the moment where things begin to make sense, not because the numbers stop changing, but because you finally know why they do. Let's recap what we've covered today. First, your blood vessels change as you age. When arteries become a bit stiffer in your 40s and 50s, they respond more strongly to stress and movement. That's normal physiology, not failure. Second, your nervous system shifts your blood pressure from moment to moment based on whether you're in go mode or rest mode. That's why readings taken minutes apart can look so different. Third, your body follows a 24-hour rhythm. Morning cortisol raises your pressure to help you wake up. Your numbers naturally shift throughout the day. Morning, afternoon, and evening readings will rarely match. And fourth, real life shows up in your numbers. Coffee, meals, stress, rushing, temperature changes, all of these nudge your blood pressure temporarily. You're seeing a reflection of your day, not a crisis. Understanding this pattern means you can stop reacting to every single reading and start seeing the bigger picture. To get a clearer picture of your own pattern, take one extra blood pressure reading this week at a different time of day than you usually do. Not every day, just once. That single reading will help you begin to see your personal range and help you understand your numbers in a more comprehensive and grounded manner. If you want to take the next small step towards understanding your numbers, our next video walks you through how to check your blood pressure at home in a way that gives you clearer, more reliable readings. You're welcome to join me there when you're ready. And remember, be gentle with yourself. Small steps matter, and they add up more than you think.